I made my shed without a whole lot of planning involved. Basically, I saw this blueprint. I got a few pallets and kind of stripped those pallets to get the lumber from them, and that created the frame that would become my shed. I always try to get my kids involved with little at-home projects, maybe teaching a thing or two about tools. Not that I know a ton. This was my first dive into framing. The whole point of this was to build a shed, but also learn in the process. So I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Not saying this is the perfect design by any means, and I think I could have done a lot different, but I learned what I wanted to from this project. You can see it's coming together now. 2x4s and the more framing is going up. Framing was a satisfying part of this. This is me demoing to my wife actually about how this will look once it's a shed, trying to make it look as cute as possible. Then here is me kind of struggling to get the roof on here. Did some teeter-tottering, but eventually got it on and then clamped it down to kind of stay in place. And hey, now it's looking more like a shed, starting to come together. You can see it's summertime in the photo, so now the race is to get the roof on before a lot of rain comes in Washington State. You enjoying the shed? It's coming along.
Oh, it's so hot.
It is kind of hot, isn't it?
Yay.
So I ran to the hardware store and I'm getting materials for siding, getting those on. Also started the door. I didn't get a whole lot of pictures of the roof going on, but that was also my first dive into using shingles and trying to waterproof something. Starting to take shape more and more, started to do a little painting, started actually using it as a shed at this point too, and now it's starting to get pretty cold in Washington State. Not the ideal time to paint, but I was impatient and wanted to get it done. The planters were an afterthought. I thought it looked pretty plain, as well as kind of the white lines on the door. That was an afterthought. I thought it looked better that way. I did a little bit of torching behind the door just for fun. And here's a walkthrough. So here's the final product, essentially. One thing I'm going to add is probably gutters in the future. Thanks for watching.